Hello and welcome, everybody. Of course, Chattanooga Ed, thank you for being here, my friend and co-host. I am going to run through and say some hellos real quick while John is still going. And then we were going to bring up our super special guest of the day. As far up as I can go, we have got Dragon Lair, followed by Aquatics 2, Pewfish Zone, Rudula Singh, T-Bones Fishies. Wow, I need to move this over here. That's going to throw me off. There we go. All right. Now we're in business. Pepley Creek Aquatics. Lots of good conversation back and forth. Hello, Pegasus Arena. Get down to where people started rolling in here. And I did see we had a super chat and a new member. I'm going to get to those here in just a second. Rolling and scrolling. Sandy Doty, Chad Krotz, Kenny E with Danny Aquatics, James Black, Pet Exotic Session, Multiple Aquariums. Hey, Diego. I hate stupid people here as well. Rolling into that super chat from Kenny E at Danny Aquatics, pooping on the stream, giving us a little bit of fertilizer for the conversation. Get those tanks fertilized, grow those plants. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that very much, brother. William Pridemore, what is going on? Lefty3213A. Seeing lots of awesome member badges in here, and I really appreciate you all for that. And speaking of that, we have got a new member, Pepley Creek Aquatics. Welcome to the team, my friend. Very, very much appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the behind-the-scenes content.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Was that a good one?
Like that one? It looked good to me.
Okay, from my angle, I couldn't tell. All right. But Peplin, welcome. I appreciate you very much, my friend. Glad to have you here. I got Sedax13, Rocking Fish, Mike's Aquatics and things, pooping on the chat, formerly known as Grumpy Mike. What's going on, Mike? Again, adding some more fertilizer to that plant tank. I appreciate it, brother. Really do. I hope you're doing well. Looking forward to seeing those shell dwellers that you got a while back. See the Lion's Den. What is up? Rolling and scrolling. Sherry Kramer, Epic Aquarium. Smile and be happy. I like that. Peeps Lost Sheep. Hello. That's good. Because Beth, hi, good to see you. Hope you're doing well and feeling better. Chris John, what's up? Dave's Aquarium Thoughts, which will be going on here in a couple hours after Chattanooga Ed, which is after this stream. Nick G, Katie Mitchell says, Fisher and Fever, I received the plants on Wednesday. They're beautiful. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. And again, congratulations for winning that plant package from last week. We are going to be giving away another one of those this week. And then we have one other giveaway as well. I'm going to roll on through here real quick so we can get our guest up here because I want to get to talking to him. Wow, lots of people coming in. Well done. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Collins Critter Cave. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up our guest because we've got so many awesome people rolling in, and I feel like John's about to end, and I could be sitting here for a long time if we don't do that. So let's get him in here. The one, the only, Guppy Guru. What's going on, Peter?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I appreciate you coming on tonight.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. Yeah.
Got my Guppy Gear shirt, or Guppy Guru shirt. Where can people find those at?
They can find them at ourfishcollective.com.
All right, I like that.
Along with your shirt as well. So.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to talk some more about ourfishcollective.com here in a little bit. I'm going to grab a couple of these super chats real quick before they disappear.
A lot of awesome people rolling in.
A lot of awesome people. And I know I missed some people. I know I didn't. I am sorry about that. We got the Lions Den with $2.99 super chat. It says, you guys rule. Well, you rule. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us. My favorite part of the week is getting to hang out with all the fishy folks. So thank you for being here. And thank you for the super chat. Very, very much appreciated. Never expected, but always very grateful for it. We got
that was a good popper.
That was. It's still hanging. It's like right over the chat. Mainly Bettis with the $2.99 super chat says, just saying hi. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you, Mainly Bettis. Again, very much appreciate that. And always good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. Go ahead and kick back and relax and enjoy some fishy talk. Dave's Aquarium Thoughts with the $2 super chat says giveaway Thursday night. Yes, we do also have, Ed, do you want to tell them what you've got going on your stream after this one?
Yep, we're going to follow up with last week. We were having such a good time talking about moss. I only got through like half my material. So we're going to kick it in for part 2 of talking about mosses. And Priscilla has donated one of her amazing, and you know what? I keep forgetting to bring my calendar into the fish room.
I got mine too, and it is beautiful.
Oh,
absolutely beautiful. I was like looking at it, I'm like, how did she do that? Oh, gorgeous.
I was going to just cut the arapaima out but I'm just going to order it. She said she's going to be making, I think, 11 by 14 arapaimas soon and selling them. So I'm just going to get an arapaima.
Yeah, you got to just use the calendar, and then once the year's over, then you can cut them all you want. So
there you go.
Yeah, well, I could write down all the times of the different shows each week, and then I wouldn't have to use the Fish Room Fever app anymore to figure out what time I have to be on.
There you go. Absolutely.
But Dave is also going to be giving away stuff. He's got a, it's his 500, sub show.
Woohoo for Dave. And
so yeah,
that was a good one.
That was a good
Dave will be having a giveaway also after ours. So that's awesome.
It's going to be giveaways all night. Love it. Giveaway Thursday nights. And I do want to say, if you've got fishy questions, you don't have to send a super chat to get them in, but if you will put at Fish Room Fever, that will highlight for me so that I can grab those. They can be for the whole panel or just for Guppy Guru or whatever questions you got. We'd be happy to answer those. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. I did not. There's Kenny E with Dan and Ken Aquatics pooping on the stream again. Lots of fertilizer for the plants tonight. They're going to grow really well. We're going to have some extra stuff to throw on the website for sale as much fertilizer as we're getting on these plants. Thank you, Kenny E. I appreciate that. I'm sure there was a highlighted. There it is. Mike's Aquatics thing says Fish Room Fever video out on the Sambunas and fry from the Maltese. I'm going to have to go find that after the streams because I did not see the notification. But thank you for letting me know, Mike. Mike, along with pretty much everybody that we've read super chats from, are all these awesome members. They've basically all got channels, and it's amazing the variety of fish and the wealth of knowledge that we have in this community. So I'm always looking forward to catching a new video. So I will definitely go find that. Skipper's Aquariums with $5 super chat says, you guys are awesome. Skipper, you are awesome. Love what you've got going on over there as well. Always appreciate you hanging out with us. And of course, I really appreciate the super chat as well, my friend. Thank you for being here. All right, Roland, I didn't miss anything highlighted yet. Lefty32138 or Lefty, lots of numbers, as John at KG says, with $2 super sticker and the big red arrow saying, I am here. Appreciate you, Lefty. Hopefully you aren't up past your bedtime, my friend.
He always is, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely. All right, we've got a couple of good questions. All right, look at that. I mentioned questions. We got a bunch from rolling off. I'm going to grab this last super chat since it is before the questions. That way I don't miss it. And it is from the wonderful Maria Z, longtime supporter and friend of the channel. Says, oh my God, chat's moving too fast. Hi to everyone I missed. With $5 super chat, say hello to everybody. Maria, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Really do. Always good to see you. Maria's one of those people that is always going through and watching the videos, watching the replays, and leaving comments. I enjoy talking to her in the comment section. So thank you for that, Maria. All right. We've got Abolish Aquatic says, do you have any info on breeding a Pandagara or maybe a tuber to check out that does? Ooh. So I have not bred Pandagara.
That would be a cool fish to breed. I love Pandagaras. They're gorgeous.
I feel like, go ahead, Peter.
I'm trying to think of, I'm going to Google here and see if I remember someone posting a video.
Right, and that's exactly what I'm looking. I'm going to YouTube to search it because I feel like somebody in the community has posted about it.
I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Plus, I watch like 900 videos a day, so I mean,
yeah. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to roll on down to the next one while we're looking for that. Where can I find these calendars? Ed, do you know if Priscilla has any left or not? I know she, at one point, she was done with pre-order too.
Well, I think when we were on her show on Monday, she said she was taking orders for it. So if somebody could pop a link to her website, I'm sure it would probably say if they're sold out or she's still taking orders. I don't think Jadrin's Aquatics, he's the one making them. He's got a great printing press in Texas, and he does beautiful work. And I think she decided, I think the minimum had to be 25, but I think she could just add to it. And this is her second run. So this time she's just trying to get as many as possible.
Swiss Aquatics is Priscilla's website where you can look for that awesome calendar. She's got a whole bunch of her art on there. She does amazing fish art. And if she's not already doing a round 3 pre-order, given the amount of people asking for it, I'm sure she probably will be in the not too distant future. Peter, did you find anything on that Pandagara?
I didn't, not on the breeding. There's a bunch of like care guides and stuff, but I haven't seen anyone, posting like I bred my Pandagara. So I thought maybe someone talked about it in the middle of their video somewhere, but not seeing any. Like there's a couple sparring videos, but there's really no like lively aquarium did one back in 2010. So I don't know the quality there, but and there's one on that. So
I was thinking Dan's Fish had, but his was just about a whole bunch of Pandagara.
Yeah, he just got in a shipment of them. So.
Yeah, I will continue to look around for that. I'm going to put that on my little list, and we'll keep looking around to see if we can find anything before Saturday or before next week, because I feel like I've seen something somewhere, but we watch so many videos and go through so much stuff, it's hard to keep track of where we find those things.
But a great fish. So if you can breed them, awesome, because they really do a great job cleaning algae, keeping your tanks clean, and they're just really cool to watch. They're strange little fun fish. They flip upside down and backwards, and they're awesome.
So Julie Celeste says, question, is my betta happy or stressed? I have a betta in a 10-gallon tank with 2 platies. My betta chases my platies, but made a bubble nest. So I would think that he is happy. He could, I don't necessarily want to say be stressed, but he's probably on alert, given that he's making a bubble nest, and that would definitely explain the chasing of the platies, even if he wasn't doing that already, because he wants to keep things away from that bubble nest, except for another female. So I don't think you've really got anything in terms of being stressed and in danger to worry about. Just maybe he's on high alert because he's got a bubble nest going.
I mean, the platies are probably the one who are more stressed out than he is. So
yeah, absolutely. Sorry, Well Done Tank said I did not see the poppers at first and thought my headphones were exploding. I'm sorry about that, buddy. Nathan Stasser says, I got a 10-gallon tank. I plan on filling it with neon tetras. How many should I be able to have in that tank? Given that it's properly filtered and, you keep an eye on your parameters, I would definitely say go with a nice planted 10-gallon tank. If you plant it out and filter it appropriately, I personally would say you could probably do 15, maybe a couple more. I do tend to quote unquote overstock my tanks, but I always have lots of live plants and good biological filtration in place. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
What popped into my head would be 10 to 15. Yeah. That was what was in my head. So, and 15 would look better than 10.
Yeah. And I overstock too. So, I have some tanks I have 100 guppies in. So, who are we really to say that you can't keep it as long as you keep your water quality okay? So, absolutely.
What's the difference in I've got, 17 neon tetras versus I've got 52 guppies in the 10 gallon, and the only reason I say, maybe plus a couple on that 15, if you're initially buying them all together, neons are not necessarily always the hardiest fish coming from the pet store. So that's kind of factoring in a loss of 1 or 2 potentially.
Yeah. The only thing I could see with a 10-gallon is maybe some aggression towards each other.
Yeah.
But they're still a pretty peaceful fish. So
they are. And then I think if you plant that out properly, give them some duck and cover places, I think you'll be okay.
Yeah. And some shrimp.
We like shrimp.
Make everything better.
That's true. They clean up all the mess. Shrimp and snails.
The Lion's Den says alternatives to discus. So in my opinion, the closest alternative is not going to have the same colors, but if you're looking for something that's kind of taller and flatter, you've got angelfish. I'm assuming you're wanting an alternative because of the discus being harder to maintain, but you want something similar in that body style. And of course, I love angelfish, so that would kind of be a go-to for me.
I've got tap water discus from Well Done Tanks, so it's a very possible thing. I know the waterfront here in Salt Lake, I know they've got a bunch of them. So like, if you really, really want discus and that's something you're looking for, there's people out there that have them that are easier to take care of. You just have to find them from the right source.
And if you want to have like kind of the same lifestyle, Walroo are really cool. They're real pretty fish, and the babies feed off the parents or off the mother just like discus. So they're kind of cool. I mean, when you see them on a video, they're not nearly as neat when you see them in person. Their eyes just really pop. And I don't know. I like them. They're better than what they look. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
They got personality too, which is good.
No, I know this is not right. I'm going to refresh this page over here. I may lose my chat for a second. It says we've got 3 people waiting for the stream to start. I think that's probably a little off, but I do want to say
I'm seeing 153. So
there we go. And the other giveaway we are going to do tonight is sponsored by Priscilla at Swiss Aquatics. She actually is sponsoring a $25 giveaway to the fishroomfever.com shop. I'm going to cover the shipping on that. That way you're not having to use any of that for shipping. And we're just going to go ahead and make it $40. That way you can maybe get you a couple pairs of fish or several plecos and some plants or some accessories. But, get you a couple things on there. So it's going to be a $40 giveaway to the fishroomfever.com website, the store portion of it.
That'll get you a lot of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I just got something from his shop last week. I got 2 of his moss mats, and they're doing really well, James.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it.
I wasn't expecting them to die or anything, but
right.
I mean, they're coming out of the moss. James offered to use galvanized metal. It would be galvanized metal, galvanized wire.
Yeah, it's the 1/2-inch squares of like the galvanized, not really chicken fence, but that type of fencing. And some people freak out about the galvanized, but I've been using it for forever.
Some people say it's toxic and you shouldn't use it on any animal enclosure of any kind. So, and
I'm once again, what works for me may not work for you, and that's why I don't use it on anything that I sell. I just use it on my own personal ones. But Ed was like, I asked him, I said, well, what base do you want it on? He said, well, what do you recommend? And I said, honestly, the one I use but don't sell. And he said, okay. So,
yep.
I mean, if you don't try it, you don't know if it works. So,
right.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I like to do is I like to try it, and I've got lots of tanks, so I'm trying different things all over the place all the time.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I won't put my favorite babies in. I'm doing it for my nursery, so I won't put my best guppies in there for a while. We'll do that. We'll keep the better ones in another tank. But I don't have any. No, I'm going to put them all over. The reds are going in that tank regardless. My Moscow Blues and my Moscow Reds are going into those 2 tanks. That's the plan. Okay, sorry.
You're good. Edgar Ray is just saying hello. Good to see you, Edgar. Clyde is saying, what is the minimum tank size for arowanas? If you're going to do a 6-foot tank, I've got a 220 gallon. It's a 6 foot by 2 foot by like 30 inches. I don't even necessarily know for sure that I would feel comfortable keeping a smaller arowana in that. Not that you couldn't. Some people do, and I'm not hooing on anybody that does. But I definitely wouldn't put one in like a 125. Like I've got a 125 sitting here that I'm looking at. I couldn't imagine sticking an arowana in there. Again, not pooing on people, but just personally, I wouldn't do it. I understand that 8-foot tanks are very rare, but if you're going to do a 6-foot tank, please consider something larger than a 125 would be my personal request and opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't keep too many monster fish, so
yeah.
I'm leaving that up to you on that answer.
James and we've talked about building a fiberglass tank in my basement because I've got the room and it'd make some good videos. And I mean, we could do 1,000-gallon easy, but I still don't think I'd want arowanas.
They jump.
I think I'd want to have a bunch of medium-sized fish instead of a mega monster fish.
Right, and I like arowanas. I'll be honest, they've got an arowana at the local fish store by me. Shout out Aquatic Marine. And I looked at it and I went, man, I've got that 220. And do I think it would probably be happier in there than it would be in most homes that it's likely to go to? Yes.
Unfortunately.
Do I want it to go to a better home than that? Yes. I also would need to move my piranhas into that, so that was another deciding factor. But I do love the arowanas. One day I'd love to have, like Ed's talking about, a nice built-out plywood pond with viewing panel and do one in there. But definitely make sure that you put a lid on that thing. Whatever you decide to go with, if you decide to get an arowana, if you take away nothing from this, if you stick it in 125 gallon, whatever you do, please just put a very nice, tightly secured lid on that thing, because I do believe the number one cause of arowana deaths in captivity is still jumping out of tanks.
Yeah, every single person I know that's had arowana, except I see Carrie's in here and she has one, Science Gal. But I think everybody that I've talked to about it, I think has lost at least one by jumping out of the tank. Literally.
Absolutely.
I can't think. The only person I can think of that has one is Carrie, and I've never asked her if one's jumped out of her tanks. So
we're going to grab a couple more questions, and we're going to talk to Peter a little bit about what he's got going on his channel. For anybody that's here and doesn't know, I want to say right now, go check out Guppy Guru. We'll get a link in the chat. I'm sure it's been dropped at least once.
Like 10 times already.
Yeah, good deal. He does some awesome stuff. And I know I'm a little bit behind on the chat, but we want to take your questions, not just sit here and talk and, have you all listen.
That's why
pray
they're all
that we
here,
see
right?
you. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm going to grab a couple more minutes worth of questions. We'll talk to Peter some, and then we will come back to the questions. And please, I promise, don't worry. If you did super chats, super stickers, we will definitely address those as well. And I really do appreciate it. Key TV says, do you know much about glass catfish? Thinking about having a group of 4 or 5 of them with my male betta in a 30-gallon. It has been a long time since I've kept a glass catfish. That seems fine to me from everything I'm remembering off the top of my head. They're very, very pretty fish, but I haven't kept them in a long time. Peter, thoughts?
I just had 5. I got them in Portland up at the big fish store up there. Can't remember what it's called right now. The Wet Spot. And they went through their quarantine process, threw them in the 75 behind me, and they lasted about a week, and they all just withered away and died.
Oh, no.
So it's kind of one of those, they're very finicky fish.
Right.
I don't know how well they would do actually with a male betta. They were extremely skittish around my angelfish. So it's kind of one of those, if your male betta is a really chill fish and just doesn't care, great. But just keep in mind that glass catfish is going to be very, very, very delicate, especially the ones coming out in the market right now.
Very good point there. Yeah, I am accustomed to my male bettas are really chill. Mm-hmm. So they just like, hey, we're going to hang out and lay on top of the sponge filter, and we don't care what's going on around us. Oh, look, there's a shrimp. I don't care. But yeah, you could definitely, as you pointed out, get an aggressive male that could do some damage. Very good point there.
Yeah, and they're
I actually had
one nip and they're done. So
when back in the 80s when I was a kid, I had a tank with the glass cats and a betta in it, and everybody was happy. But it was a chill betta. So, but yeah, they're kind of boring though. The glass cat. Move. Yeah, I was so excited, and then it was like. I was like, and the last time I had them was in the 80s, if that tells you anything.
So this will tell you where I'm at. 1037, Catwoman VA said, Fisher Fever, KG Tropicals just ended, so we are here. Again, a huge shout out to John and Lisa at KG. I didn't win the giveaway, but I appreciate the send over, and I love what y'all do over there. I always have to go back and watch the last part of their stream the next day because I have to miss it for pre-show, but really do appreciate what they do over there and helping to keep fish keepers fish keeping. Let's see here. Sabrina Stewart, which I don't think you were in here when your membership actually popped through, so welcome to the team. I know it's been a week or two ago, but I don't think you were present when it actually showed up, so welcome and thank you for becoming a member. Says, fact or false, the lady at PetSmart today said you couldn't put mollies with angels, but I did and they have been fine, so just curious now, LOL. Without digressing into a 30-minute rant, I will say that I think it is appropriate that we have some beginner-level guidelines that most pet stores follow in terms of compatibility, meaning, hey, if you're new to fish, you probably shouldn't do this and that. That being said, as pretty much all of us know that have been keeping fish for a decent amount of time, there are a lot of guidelines out there that don't strictly apply. So tank behind me has angelfish, 2 datinoids I'm growing out, and 2 bysters I'm growing out, amongst a couple other things. That is not a recommended compatibility chart for a beginner. As you get into the hobby, you start to learn, different fish and individual personalities of fish, and you learn things that do and don't work for you with the fish that you have at hand. So I hate to say she's wrong or she's right. You most certainly can. And as you are seeing now, put mollies with angels. I could potentially understand not wanting to do that. Maybe you're worried about the mollies nipping on the angels. But, my angels are not necessarily angelic. And you've got mollies.
Yeah, and angels.
Yep.
But I don't keep them together.
Go throw them together and come back in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I kept mine together for a whole year with no problems. So I ended up taking them out so I could breed them separately, but no problems. So now I have my platies actually in with my discus, and they're dropping babies like crazy, which is surprising. So there's an odd combination there for you.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
cool.
grab this super chat real quick, and it is from Eric Furlow at Furlow's Aquatics, an awesome member supporter, and got an awesome channel going as well. With $5 super chat says, "Here, have a $5 poop." LOL. A whole pile of I don't like that one. That didn't even come out of there. A whole pile of poop from Eric Furlow at Furlow's Aquatics. Go check him out if you haven't. He's just getting into actually making videos, but he does some awesome stuff over there on his channel. And thank you, Eric. I really do appreciate you, buddy. So I'm going to mark it right there for a second. We're going to talk to Peter a little bit since he was kind enough to come on here tonight. Yeah. Dude, your channel has taken off. It's been doing amazing. You've got amazing content coming out of there. Your editing's above and beyond.
Thank you.
And you had a really fun video this past week. Without going too into detail, because I want people to go watch it. But tell us a little bit about what you decided to take on for this project that you filmed for the last video.
Yeah, so I think it was maybe my fifth or sixth video. It was one of the bigger first videos I put out. I think it's up to 5,000 views or something, 2,500 views, high up there. It was a Wish video, buying aquarium supplies from Wish. You think, okay, yeah, you can get them from Amazon or eBay or wherever, Aquarium Co-op, whoever you want to buy them from. But I was like, Wish is such a weird one. Why not try and see if all this stuff works? So I bought all this stuff off Wish the first time go around, and it was great. I had a blast. I felt like it was Christmas Day because everything took 2 months to get to me, and some of the stuff wasn't what I ordered. So that was fun. So I was like, well, there's that free tab on Wish. And I'm like, let's try that and see what I can pull out of that box. And I was pleasantly surprised with some things, and some things I was a little bit unsure of. We'll just say that. Yeah. But really fun to make. I love making stuff that's just me sitting here doing my normal thing, being a nerd. So,
and it was really fun to watch some of the interesting things that you were able to get on there off of that free tab.
I was just clicking everything. It ended up that box probably cost me $100 in freight though. That was the sad part.
Wow.
So it's it's really not free, it's $4-6 for shipping, and it's just buy the stuff you need from someone you trust, and you're going to have a better success out of it, honestly. But it was really fun to make. I had a blast doing it. I like buying stuff that I don't really know what I'm going to get sometimes, because it's like a mystery box, but we can't really do a fish mystery box because you kind of need to know what you're getting when it comes to actual live animals. So I'll try just the product side of things.
Definitely.
Have you tried to buy any shirts from Wish yet?
I've bought a couple, and you get the extra large, and it comes in a extra small. US. So I bought 2 or 3 that I thought were super cool, and it just they turned into dog shirts. So
I bought one, and it was a 6X, figuring hopefully a 6X will fit me. I gave it to my 16-year-old niece, and it fits her perfect. And I mean, he's 105-pound girl,
Yeah, clothes not the best bet there. But yeah, I had a good time doing that. That was a really fun one. So,
well, I bought a Brazilian bio balls, and I mean they're the super expensive ones that you'd buy anywhere else. They're the exact same thing. It's just they came in black plastic bags, basically. But
yeah, sometimes you can get some really good stuff. Honestly, that the coarse sponge that I got, I was pleasantly surprised with that. Of course, it wasn't like the super thick, dense stuff that we're used to with coarse sponge now, because Co-op's got the best coarse sponge on the market. But
absolutely.
I mean, for a coarse sponge that was free, and I think that cost me $1 to ship, that one wasn't bad. So really, there are some good little finds. It's just kind of if you want to hunt them down, that's the hard part. So
I'm going to grab a couple of these from the chat real quick, and then we're going to jump back, and I want to talk to you about our fish collective. But Michelle is asking, fish for fever, I have lots of fried. Do you think my pea puppers will eat them? I would say probably. It's definitely a high probability or possibility that they will. I'm not keeping pea puffers currently, but they're known to be pretty aggressive little predators for their size. So more than likely, if you're wanting those fry to survive, I'd think of either another tank or even just one of the hang-in breeder boxes, something to sustain them. Yep. All right, we've got a general consensus head nod from the panel. Yeah. Kenny E with Daniken Aquatics coming in with another $1 super sticker with the sunglasses smiley face. Brother, I appreciate you very, very much. And Skippity Skeep says, would it be worth it to get the hang-on back that Aquarium Co-op sells for extra filtration to get the fine particles out? I've got their sponge filters in a 10-gallon right now. So I will say that I always think a purchase from Aquarium Co-op is worth it. The flip side of that being, a lot of times for fine particle filtration, I use a hang-on back sponge filter. And then you can even take like one of these water bottles, but take your plastic bottle, cut it off, shove that over the intake of the power head, and shove it full of polyfiber. And that's a lot of times what I use for fine particle filtration. But never a waste buying from the Aquarium Co-op. It never hurts to have extra filtration on hand either. So if you don't have the stuff to do that kind of DIY polyfill, filtration, you're going to have to buy some stuff anyway. So you might as well have the extra Co-op filter, right?
Well, I mean, if it's not really a worry about like if there's being enough filtration in the tank, it's just to get rid of a lot of particles. I mean, you may be able to find like a secondhand hang on the back locally for like $2.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's kind of one of those, if you're not really looking to use it as a main filtration source, it may not be the best thing to buy, but it's always up to you. I mean, honestly, the one that Aquarium Co-op sells is great. I've used them a couple times, and they're really quiet. They do a really good job. But I'm not a huge hang on the back fan anymore. Because I've switched all the sponge. So
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But if you're just looking for an excuse to make that Co-op order, go for it.
or to get it over 100 so it's free shipping.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
You got to do that. Add a couple stickers to your cart.
$70 to get the free shipping.
I do that every single time. Every time.
Mikim, thank you for throwing that up there. James Black was asking where to get Priscilla's calendar. If she's got them available still for another pre-order round, they will be on SwissAquatics.com. Go check her out there. She's got a whole bunch of her art on there. So I encourage you to check that out, even if she's not currently doing the calendars. I'm sure she'll do another round. Then we've got Petzotic / Multiple Aquariums. Diego, good to see you. Another huge supporter of the channel. He's sponsored quite a few giveaways over here, and he's got some awesome stuff going on his channel. $2 super chat says Tennessee Fish Mafia sign is cool. Yeah, I'm loving your Fish Mafia sign, Ed. Really, really am.
Oh, yeah, Bob Kaler paid for that. I was so nice of him. He gave that to me. So I want to give out a shout to Bob Kaler. Kaler's Aquatics. Yep. And
Bob's the best.
Yeah, he had it done at the same place that does all the printing for the Ark. And the Ark is a no-kill dog and cat shelter that he runs, or helps run, or he works with. So really cool in Cleveland, Tennessee. If you go to Bob's, any of his shows, you can do a super chat, and all the money goes directly to the Ark.
So I want to ask you, Peter, Guppy Guru, for anybody that doesn't know what our fish collective is, would you like to give us a little information on that? I am a part of that when I say give us information, but I want people to be aware.
Yeah, so OFC is what we also call it, just to make it easier to say, but our fish collective is pretty much just a community fish selling site. So it's a lot of fellow hobbyists who want to sell their stuff, but there's a lot more backup with it, which is really nice. So we'll help make logos if people need logos. We'll come in and we'll help, figure out a packing list for you if you need packing supplies. We have you do a test shipment to us. We can give you some tips and stuff. We have a lot of shipping videos and stuff to help people with that. And then we make all the labels for you, so you don't have to worry about that. We pay all that up front, and then we just help you the whole process through. So it's a lot more of us being a good backup for people, which is really nice, especially for a lot of us who haven't shipped fish before. It's a daunting experience to do it for the first time. And when I did it for the first time, I lost 32 fish because it got too cold, and it was UPS, not USPS. And they were supposed to get it there in 2 days, and it got there in 8. So it's kind of one of those, we've learned from our mistakes, and we want to make sure that other people don't. So we made a lot of just little tweaks to some stuff that work out great, but we use breather bags for almost everything, which is a godsend to make sure that fish get there in one piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And then we heat seal everything. James does that too. And so there's a lot of little things. We print out little papers, and each seller who's on the site gets all those. We have little coupons. We've got little sponsorships from Extreme Fish Foods. So we'll randomly get a sample of fish food in one of your orders from everybody. But then also the other part is a portion of all the sales on the site go into an OFC community fund. So we wanted to set up something that was really community driven. So we wanted to say hey, look, if you want to sell stuff on the site, that's incredible. But we want to make sure that the community is also benefiting from this. So if there's a hurricane or a tornado, or let's say Bob needs some help over at his shelter, as a community, we can say, hey, let's send him $150 to help out with his fundraiser he's doing. And we can all decide to do that together. And that's just based on people buying fish or shrimp or plants off the site. So people are buying stuff and kind of having a good cause along with it. So it's a win-win-win-win for everybody, I think, at least. So yeah, it's been really fun. We've had a blast doing it. So
yeah, and like you mentioned, it's hobbyists. It's just a bunch of hobbyists, which I think is great.
And it's literally me and Ian. We sit here and we do the site all day almost. So it's a lot of us really being there for you. So if people have questions or whatever, they can just message us and we'll help out. Or products need to come off the site, we do that personally. So there's a lot of we're always there, which is really nice too. So there's never really oh, sorry, we can't get to you for 24 hours. It's just we try our best. So.
And it really is awesome. And we'll get some links in here. You can go check out the awesome stuff going on there. Let me grab a couple more things real quick. Few Fish Zone says, last week's live stream, you offered me advice on a rosy barb that was spazzing, and you're right about the bullying. Fish has been in its own tank and doing just fine now. Thanks for the help. Pew, glad to help. Glad you were able to get it taken care of and that fish is doing well. Dragon Lair coming in with the 99-cent Super Pooper sticker, helping to fertilize the stream a bit more. I appreciate you, Dragon Lair. Always glad to have you around, buddy. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope it's been a nice, relaxed day for you. Probably hasn't, but Julie, I'm assuming you missed when we answered before, so I'm just going to go over it very briefly. Was asking about the betta with the platies being stressed. Chances are your betta is probably not stressed. It may be slightly aggressive where it's got that bubble nest and then it's got 2 platies in there. If anything, your platies might be getting stressed from that male betta chasing them away from the bubble nest. But I don't see your male betta being stressed out. Probably on high alert is all. Peg, yeah, go ahead, buddy.
I don't know if mollies are even going to get stressed out. It's just part of their life. I think everything will be cool. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine, buddy. Pegasus Arena says, this is a question for all 3 of you. I accidentally dropped a tiny plant weight in my goldfish tank and can't find it or tell if a fish ate it. What do I do? I'm worried about the fish. If you really think that the plant weight is small enough that the fish could have eaten it, I would probably grab a net and start doing some searching in the substrate. Generally speaking, the plant weights that I have in use and the sizes of the fish's mouths, I wouldn't be concerned about them eating it. Understanding fish can be derpy sometimes, goldfish specifically, and they can get good size. I don't know what size plant weight. It's possible. If you really think that the fish is eating it, I'd try and find it. If you can't find it, keep a really close eye on that fish. There's not a whole lot you can do if it has eaten it, but hope it passes through there.
I would just have to think it'd be such a big, it would have to be a huge fish, because fish
Yep.
will put things in their mouth, and if they know they can't swallow it, they'll spit it out too. And I don't even think that they would even try with a lid.
I mean, it's goldfish, so I mean they'll literally eat anything. I mean, you could try like some peas and stuff to try to maybe help that fish pass it if they did, but if it's like you said, if it's like one of the plant weights that we're used to, that's gonna be a process for that to come out. So
absolutely,
hopefully it's just hiding in a corner.
So before I go any further on the questions and super chats, Peter, Guppy Guru, do you have anything specifically that you would like to give a shout out to or talk about tonight? Any new projects that you want people to be aware of? Not
really. I mean, it's just been a ride this whole year. It's been awesome. Every single person in this chat, I've seen the name 100 times, and I love it. It's the best thing on earth. So it's just really cool to just be a part of the community, and I'm glad to be on here with you guys and hanging out. And I haven't been on here, I think, before I hit 1K, I think was the last time I was on here. So yeah, it's now I'm at 2.5 or some crazy
shot
number.
Right past me.
So it's been definitely a ride. So it's been really, really fun though, and I'm glad to keep going with all of you guys, and hopefully everyone keeps growing right along with us. It looks like the fish community's been doing really well lately in the YouTube algorithm, so I'm really excited to see that. I haven't seen too many people who haven't had a really good growth in the last couple months, so it's been really cool to see that.
Absolutely, and I'm super happy for you. It's been awesome. Like you said, you came on last time and you just took off, and it's been wonderful to see that. And I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and answering questions. I love getting together with you, and I know you enjoy answering the fish questions just as much as we do.
I mean, we're all, as Corey says, we're all nerds. So I mean, it's just kind of part of who we are now. I mean, and it's just a blast, really. There's nothing better than sitting here and talking with other fish nerds. So
absolutely. Justin Mosley says, Fisherman Fever, Guppy Guru, you guys are the best. Hopefully once all of your shrimp tanks start blowing up, I'm hoping to join the Fish Collective. Do you guys have a lot of shrimp breeders?
We have a couple, like my partner Ian, he sells some shrimp on there, but really the cool part with OFC is we're all fellow hobby breeders. Yep. So like one day you could have someone with, cherry red shrimp, and then the next day they've sold all of them and you're the only one on there with cherry red. So it's kind of this really cool thing. We're not a wholesale site, so you're not going to get, 600 cherry reds on there and then everyone's buying them for, $1 a piece. It's going to be, from your fellow friends and people down your road, and it's going to be really cool no matter what. But I really like the fact that it's kind of small, and we're really doing as best we can to make sure that everybody's on there has the best possible chance to make as much money as they can for their hobby. But no, we don't have a whole lot of shrimp people, but there's a couple on there. But also, I mean, you can compete with them. Like it's still your business within the OFC. So you can do whatever you want. You can sell a shrimp for 25 cents. So
I just go look at all Peter's prices and I undercut him by a quarter.
Yeah. No, hey, go for it. I have said it 100 times. And I'm going to say it 100 more times. I don't care if I sell another fish, because really OFC is kind of like what I want to do.
Right.
It's really the whole hobby, being able to do things that better the whole hobby in a whole umbrella is really all I really want to do. I don't care if I sell 2 fish or 1 fish or 0 fish, as long as, let's say, James, you can sell 5 fish and help pay for fish food that week or something like that's really the goal with what we wanted to do. So it's fun. I enjoy it.
I'm not seeing it. I must have missed it. And I will go back right before we end the stream and make sure that I give a thank you appropriately. But I know Secret History Living in Your Aquarium, I know I saw a $3.33 super chat from him, and I thought it was down further, but now I'm feeling like I've missed it somewhere when the chat jumped. It was saying $1.11 for each of us. So in case I have missed that already, Alex Secret History, thank you for that, my friend. I really do appreciate it. We have some good conversations, and you're another one I really enjoy talking to. And then we had
Alex
S with the $2 super chat with the fish emoji, poop emoji, plant emoji, helping to fertilize the planted tank. Thank you very much, S. Another one that's in here each and every week hanging out with us, and I really do appreciate it, and I really do thank you for the super chat. Guppy Chat says, $2 super chat. Great channels, all 3 of you. Yes, so Ed, if you haven't checked his channel out, he's almost got his watch time, but he's
so close.
He's lacking on
So
some
close.
subscribers. If we can get him some more subscribers, because this guy is like co-hosting 6 nights a week, it feels like.
Yeah.
I'd love to get him 1,000 subscribers.
It's not a stream without Ed.
So. It's really not.
we need to all get shirts that say that. It's not a stream without Ed.
Absolutely. Guppy Shack, thank you for that $2 super chat and the support. Really do appreciate you. I love hanging out with these guys. Love hanging out with the Fish fam. It's always a fun time. Sandy Dowdy says, Fish Boy talked about trying to breed Pandagara this week. Fish Room Fever. Okay, that's probably where I heard
probably what it was too, yeah.
I knew I'd just seen it.
Yeah, he's a channel that's gone like crazy too, so that's been really cool too. Another fellow guppy lover.
Sure enough, I just scrolled down a little bit, so we'll do it again. Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. He's got a really cool channel. He gets a lot more scientific than I do. With the $3.33 super chat, says $1.11 for each of you. Sorry, it's not more. Do not apologize. It doesn't have to be dude. Just a conversation with you and you hanging out here is definitely enough.
Hey, that'll buy 3 Arizona iced teas. So that's really all you need.
Absolutely. All right. So I say we do a giveaway. We've got about 15 minutes, probably 13 by the time you all hear this. So let's do #plants if you would like to enter to win the plant package. Only conditions being you have to be in the U.S. where I can legally ship you plants. Other than that, I'm not even going to say you have to subscribe. It would be awesome if you're subscribed. That would be phenomenal, but I'm not going to make it a requirement. We've got 181 people watching and 104 thumbs ups. Y'all are awesome, and thanks to the 2 thumbs down as well. I appreciate the interaction from that. So if you want to enter #plants, we'll let y'all do that. We'll give it just a minute, and then we will roll that and see who the winner of the plant package is. It is going to have Bulbitis, Jungle Val, get my list here so I don't miss anything, Anubias nana, guppy grass, Java moss, water lettuce, and frogbit.
Ooh,
so a nice, well-rounded plant package for whoever wins that. We've got floaters and rhizome plants, your stem plants. The jungle val, by the way, that stuff gets really long. So, like the stuff I've got that's been growing for a while, it's easily 3 foot.
Yeah, I've got it in my 45 tall, and it goes up and then curls all the way around, and then is almost touching the substrate again. So that stuff will grow like crazy.
I have to cut 5 inches off this one right here every week, and I was going to do it today, but I was kind of pooped out, so I took a nap.
All right, and my chat's going to fly around and jump on me now that we've done the hashtag. Let me grab these super chats before I lose them. I know we definitely lost some questions.
Did I grow one of those plants?
You might have. I think maybe.
Awesome.
Probably.
And I might be responsible for another one of those.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, all of my guppy grass initially came from you. Like my guppy grass has all been grown from that portion I got from you to start with. So,
guppy grass will grow like crazy.
Yes.
I got like 2 little sprigs, and now I have it in every tank. So
yeah. Sarah M. Snow coming through with a $20 super chat says, "Thank you so much for all you have done." Sarah, thank you. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help when people have questions, or people are stressing out over a fish issue. I haven't thrown the bow on today. I'm gonna throw the bow on. Y'all have been so kind and gracious with the super chats. Let's see if we can't make some people crack up a little bit. Spread some laughter here. There we go. How about that? We got it looking. All right, there we go. Get your screenshots real quick. But Sarah, seriously, thank you. And as always, if there's ever anything I can do for you, you ever need advice or help, don't hesitate to send me a message. We're here to help, as are, pretty much all of us. That's why we do it. We love the fish community.
It's true.
And I'm going to grab this one other super chat I saw. It's now disappeared from the top. But I know it's in here. Priscilla MK says, "Thanks for the support, guys. You two on Top Rock. Guy on the bottom is pretty cool too." Yeah, Peter's pretty cool. Guppy Guru is pretty cool. But Priscilla, thank you for the $5 super chat and for throwing in the $25 to sponsor the other giveaway tonight that we're about to do here in just a minute, because we've only got about 10 minutes left. But let me go ahead and do the drawing for the plants. See if I can do this with the glasses on. So we're going to go to Nightbot. I'm going to pull the glasses. That way I don't miss anybody being selected. We're going to share the screen here. And this is your last chance. Hashtag PLANTS. If you have not done it already. Chrome tab. Giveaways. We're going to share this so you all can see it live and know that there are no shenanigans involved. Going to run through here and make sure everybody is marked eligible, because we will always have a couple people that, for whatever reason, get marked ineligible. Well, rolling through here. Oh, see, Peter says you're not eligible.
I didn't do it. I'm sitting here. Everyone else needs to win.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see, like T-Bone, maybe that's what it's doing. See, I've wondered about that before. Maybe it's just pulling everybody's name and then it's only selecting the people that are doing the hashtag. Because like T-Bone, I know he didn't enter, or at least he's not in a location eligible.
Did I enter? I mean, I didn't enter, but I'm on it.
So I'm going to quit touching it.
C, if it's in alphabetical order.
So here's what I'm going to do, just to be safe, because I always mark everybody eligible on here. If you win it and you aren't eligible for it / live somewhere you can't have it, and you don't know somebody that you want to give it to, just tell me and we'll re-roll it. I would rather do it this way, the way I've always done it. That way we know for sure that there's not somebody that got left out because they were marked ineligible. And we're going to roll it. And the winner is Mississippi Hippie. All right.
Oh, awesome. She's sending me a package right now. Very,
very cool. And Mississippi Hippie has been subscribed since January 13th of 2020. Dang. I appreciate that. Look, oh, this isn't even half of it. It's just everywhere. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's see if
she's sending me some guppies right now in the mail.
Nice. So let's remove that. All right. Let me grab my chat real quick.
That's like the perfect plant box for a guppy breeder. Like all the plants that are in that are my favorites, 100%.
All right, so I don't think I missed any other super chats, and the chat jumped when we did the hashtag, so a lot of questions disappeared that I cannot get back to. Gotcha, Lefty. I got you. Makes sense to me. So the other giveaway we have, as I mentioned earlier, Priscilla MK, who does the calendar / has Swiss Aquatics. Where did my sticker go now? There it is. She donated $25 to the Fish Room Fever website, to the shop. You can get you some fish or some plants or some airline and accessories or whatever you might need off of there. I'm going to go ahead and make it a $40 giveaway, and I'm going to cover shipping as well, so that way you don't have to worry about part of that going to shipping. That one, again, is going to be only able to ship in the United States because we don't have export licenses and all of those wonderful things and all that good stuff. So for legal purposes, if you want to try and win it and you're not in the U.S. and you want to give it to maybe a friend in here that is in the U.S., you're welcome to do that. I know I see that a lot of times. People will enter and go, give this to Candy, like in Dan's stream. So if you wanted to try and do that, I'm perfectly fine with that, but I cannot ship it outside of the United States. Secret History, living in your aquarium, Fish Room Fever. Can we use hashtag MK Ultra? LOL. All right, so let me get the next hashtag set up real quick. And we are going to do hashtag art, because if there's one thing Priscilla is always associated with, it's art. And you're not winning art, but hashtag ART, it's nice and short and simple. And, you know, if there's one thing that everybody knows about Priscilla, is that she does amazing art. And I encourage you to go buy some of her art on SwissAquatics.com. We're going to give it a second to let that chat fly by. We'll give it a couple minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's going like crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still want to compete.
All right. Yeah, we'll give it a few minutes there.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of really cool names in that group that I'm just watching them roll by. It's like,
yeah, there's so many amazing people. I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out here. It's been amazing. Of course, a huge thank you to John and Lisa at KG Tropicals. The send over from them on Thursday nights has made a world of difference, and it's been more helpful than I can even tell you all. So huge thanks to them. I know John's probably gaming right now. But I'll message him in the morning and be like, dude, look at these numbers. Thank you. I'd be like, that's awesome. You're welcome. Make sure I didn't miss any other super chats while we're doing that. Peter, do you have any? Because we've got 5 minutes before Ed's stream starts. I hate stupid people is asking, what are we getting? You are getting basically a $40 gift card, and I will cover shipping to fishroomfever.com/shop, or I have some different fish available in plants and various accessories. The art is because it's really cool donated by Priscilla MK. Used to be Priscilla MK Art.
I've got
Swiss Aquatics. Go ahead, Ed.
A quick question. Now, is it the type of deal where if you just enter once, you're in? Because there's some people doing more than once, and I think it just takes one time. So
yeah, you just have to do it once. I don't have the anti-spam enabled, which would mean if you did it twice, it would disqualify you.
Right. But it's still not going to put two of your names in?
No, it'll just put your name in once because it just pulls the user list. It says I've got 92 eligible users currently for this drawing.
That's really good considering
Absolutely.
184. So half you guys are wanting to win something.
Well, and that's with a lot of people not checked off. Like Crystal's Pets and Plants is not showing eligible. We're going to mark Crystal eligible because I'm sure she wants to win. She's got an awesome channel.
Yeah. Well, and there's some people that are saying like they're in Canada or something too. So
yeah. Well, then we got like Griffin Fish Room. For some reason, he's not marked eligible. So that's why I always go through and mark everybody eligible because, like, I know Griff is not sitting there going, I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Crystal's not sitting there going, I don't want it.
Like, sometimes I jump on, your stream and then I, like, pass out midstream. So it's just, you know, you never know. You never know.
I would rather be safe than sorry. And if your name pops up on my user list showing that you were here, we'll mark you eligible. And then you can always say, hey, no, I'm not in the U.S. and I don't know anybody I want to give it to, re-roll it. And then I just click a button and re-roll it. And that's a lot more fair than like Griff's name not being marked and me just leaving it unmarked, or Crystal's. I picked them because I know they're both in the U.S.
Griff's our neighbor.
Priscilla, I did get your calendar. It's gorgeous.
Isn't it though? It is amazing.
Yeah. I had like my fiance, I had her sisters, I had someone else, I think it was maybe my mother-in-law over here, and we were all looking at it and just in awe of how gorgeous it was. So I'm really excited for 2021, not only because it's 2021 and not 2020, right, but because I have that calendar to use now. So,
all right, we are going to go ahead and roll it. It says we have 110 eligible users, and the winner is William Pridemore. Been also subscribed since January 2020. William, thank you for that. I know I saw you in here. William's here every single week. Just shoot me an email, William, fishroomfever@gmail.com. I should just both y'all shoot me an email. That way I can make sure I've got mailing addresses. I think I have mailing addresses because sending out stickers and stuff to people, a lot of mailing addresses, but it's just easier if you send it to me again. Yeah, so just reach out, fishroomfever@gmail.com, and say, hey, I'm here. I won.
Yeah,
give me an address, and like William, I'll get with you, and you can let me know what items you want off there, and I'll get them shipped out to you.
You get awesome stuff like this when you become a member.
Yeah, and I do send out stickers in every order.
Yeah. So then I got this from you. I got all sorts of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Nice little letter.
That was something I don't know that I'll do again with the member package, because at that point when I mailed it out, it cost me more to acquire all those things and mail them than I had even made in membership.
I was like,
fees, but
I got it, and I'm like, oh, James.
I wanted to do something.
It's so nice. Like I'm like I've got two of your stickers on my desk now, and I'm like, this is so cool. But then I like looked into like these, and I'm like, these are so sweet, because I was like, oh, they're like coral plates, right?
Yeah, they're fragmented.
And I was like, these are so cool. And then I'm like, oh man, these are not cheap.
$3.80 minimum when you get on that size package.
I was like, dang, man. So no, I really appreciate that kind of stuff, though. It's that extra little bit. So.
Absolutely. I do want to say, Pepperly Creek Aquatics, welcome, became a new member tonight. I'm going to burn through these super chats real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. And then it'll be pretty much time to roll on over to Ed's and talk about mosses, and he'll have another giveaway. And
that way,
Peter, I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, man. It has been a blast hanging out, answering questions with you.
Of course.
Let's see. We had first and foremost Kenny E with Danikin Aquatics pooping on the stream with $1. Mike pooped on us with $1. S dropping the $2 super chat. The Lion's Den with the $3 super chat. Mainly Bettas with the $3 super chat. Dave's Aquarium Thoughts with the $2 super chat. Kenny E pooped on us again with $1. Skipper's Aquarium with the $5 super chat. Lefty3213A with the $2 red arrow sticker. Maria Z with the $5 super chat. Eric at Furlough's Aquatics with the $5 super chat. Kenny E again with the $1 super sticker coming through. Followed by Petzotic / Multiple Aquariums with the $2 super chat. Dragon Lair pooped on us with the $1 super sticker. S with that $2 super chat. Guppy Shack throwing $2 at us with the $2 super chat. The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium throwing us $1.11 each for a total of $3.33 on the super chat. I didn't even see Mrs. Fever. She apparently sent $2 as well with the arrow saying she was here. T-Bone's Fish. Okay, this is where the chat jumped on me.
Yeah.
This is where I missed some. So T-Bone's Fishies did the $1.49 Black Cat. T-Bone, I'm sorry. And this is why I always go through at the end, because when that chat jumps, I got no way to get back to it but to go into here. Then we have Mike's Aquatics and Things throwing the $3 fist bump pair emoji. Appreciate that, Mike. He just likes to see me do the little fist bump dance that the pair does. Thank you very much, Mike. Sarah Snow with that $20 super chat. I really do appreciate you, Sarah. Of course, Priscilla MK, who sponsored that second giveaway tonight, also did a $5 super chat. And then Fantastic Freaks, which I hadn't seen thus far, says $5 super chat. Hey, Ed, James, and Guppy Guru, loving Guru's background. What's he got in all those tanks other than Guppy's, of course?
Lots of stuff. Pandagara, angelfish, neon tetras, German blue rams, plecos, rice fish, all sorts of things. Got some fish over there from Guppy Shack, actually. Some golden skiffia.
I would highly recommend you go check out the Guppy Guru channel, and you'll see a lot of what he's got in his tanks.
That's a better answer. See, you've been doing it longer than me. You know how to answer things.
Yeah, I'm going to say subscribe to Guppy Guru, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, and then you'll be up to date on what's in his fish tanks. Again, Peter, a huge thank you for being here. Chattanooga Ed, as always, thank you for co-hosting. We're about to go over to Ed's stream now. We're going to talk about mosses part 2 because we didn't get to finish that up last week. He's also got a giveaway, so be sure to tag along on over there.
Can I answer Sarah's question?
Yes.
Because she sent you $5 there at the end, and she's asked twice, and now she sent you $5. So I got to answer this.
Yes, we got to answer this.
She has a female, or she has guppies. She found out one of them was female. She thought they were all males. She wanted to know if that was okay. I would move the female somewhere different, especially if you have more than 3 males, because more than 3 males with one female, they'll beat her up real bad. Yep. So that's kind of just the tendency there. But if she's dropping fry soon, grow those fry up, put them all back in together, and then you have a whole colony with no problems.
Absolutely. And yes, Sarah, thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm sorry that you felt that you had to do that to get the answer. I didn't see your question previously, but I do really appreciate that.
I didn't see that one either.
I didn't either. Like I said, I
answered it in the chat. Yeah, I answered it in
Yeah.
chat, but she just wanted to give you $5. So
Gotcha. Well, and I will say, bring all those questions over to Ed's channel. We got a whole nother hour going there. So bring those questions on over. If we missed them, we'll just keep on keeping on over there, and we'll talk about some mosses while we're at it. Of course, a huge thank you to the moderator team. You all do an amazing job each and every week. I can't thank you enough for that. The lurkers, the listeners, everybody that contributed with questions, comments, and answers. The replay team who's going to come back and hit this tomorrow. I appreciate you all very much.
And they're going to smack that like button for you, too. They're just going to smack it.
Absolutely. Chattanooga Ed, would you like to hit him with your sign-off?
Yeah, don't be afraid to get your hands wet. Keep those tanks clean.
And Peter?
Spread that guppy love.
All right. And until next time, keep your fish healthy. Keep yourselves healthy. Catch yourself a little fish room fever. Take care, everybody.